Hello, 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 folks.
Hi.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whichever crazy time zone you're currently in. Welcome to another episode of the Mind of the Martyr with all of these lovely people here. I think we're pretty hyped. We're pretty ready to go. We're pretty excited. So, we're going to go ahead and do the little bits of housekeeping we have to do. First and foremost, we have two sponsors on this channel. The first one up is So Nerdwear. If you take a look at their website, they've got a whole bunch of different kind of nerdy apparel, both kind of generalized and specific to a whole bunch of a whole bunch of other streamers and other communities that are around online as well. They've got some really cool stuff. Go ahead and check them out. And if you throw in friends, you get 10% off anything in your checkout. So Nerdwear, that's what the nerds wear. Our second sponsor, I'm going to throw you over to Ty so that he can self-promote a little bit.
It makes it sound so much worse than it is. Hi, I'm Ty. My main goal here is to play Jotra Quill Sharpener. I want that to be absolutely clear.
Absolutely.
Also, I do run dmemporium.com and try to make it the one-stop shop for anything you could possibly want for D&D and D&D accessories, from tunics to dice trays to little miniature brushes to pretty much everything that you could use, even like Viking drinking horns if you're rocking some character who would do that. Bring it to the table. Have some fun with it. So if you go there and use the code FWRD, you get 10% off of your entire order, and 10% goes to building this wonderful community with all these wonderful people, so they can continue to do things like this. And super excited to be here. And I think that's all I've got. So I think that's
And we are incredibly, incredibly grateful to have you. We do have one little thing which I am going to go ahead and kind of pip in here. June is coming up. And with June comes Pride. And a lot of us are very, very excited. We'll give a little bit more info at the end as well. But we are doing a whole month fundraiser for Pride. We'll be playing a game on Friday every week with a whole bunch of our community members. And you'll see a few familiar faces popping up as well as a 16-hour, I believe we've agreed now, a 16-hour stream on the last Saturday of the month to wrap it all up.
All the games are developed by LGBTQIA creators.
Yeah, so all the games are very queer, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. We're aiming to raise money to go ahead and help out some of the LGBT plus folks who are struggling along with the times, as we all are. But give a little bit more info at the end, and we're excited. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick little recap here. Gonna pass it over to Emredon. What happened last session?
Last time on the Mind and the Martyr, we went to go speak to one Cadence, a rather sleazy tabaxi. I'm very glad Ishton was there to have my back. They were rather gross. Athenos handled most of the talking while others swooped in to help as figures appeared on the roof. Afterwards, we sort of went to perhaps decompress and use the day as we would. Jotra has a new friend, one flying turtle by the name of Pavasari. I can't read my own handwriting. Athenos and Ishton went to go talk, and I'm not quite sure where they ended up, but Oren has some new fantastic abilities, and Soup showed me that he now has magic, which is super exciting, and I got some new spells and saw more things, which is a little distressing, but we're not going to talk about that. We had a little bit of a group, we're in the storming stages of friendship, I think. But I think everything's okay because Ton helped us out. We all need a babysitter sometimes. It's fine. And then we went to sleep, and it is now morning. I think I got everything.
Everybody hit level 3.
Yes.
Athenos and Ishton had an interesting conversation.
Oh, they did. But
With the third party.
A certain someone.
It wasn't much of a conversation. It definitely wasn't one that I wanted. That
Only reason I left that out is because Aridin wasn't there for that.
Aridin wasn't
Yeah,
there.
you know.
Yeah, no, that was right. That was correct.
Absolutely.
Aridin has no idea. They disappeared.
Aridin
The
don't know
camera-
about Snake Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
We
about
gotta
Snake
stop
Daddy.
calling him that. This
Daddy.
gotta be a better name.
I am not okay with this. We are not calling him
I'm
that.
gonna make it canon
No.
somehow. I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it
I
canon.
just want to say, Adam, do you want Oren to survive?
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Oh man.
The camera does pan back in to a rather solemn scene. We're all friends in real life, but yeah, this is a little bit more solemn. Everybody has woken up from the events of the day before in various degrees of sleep or sleeplessness, depending. Where we last left off, the door was just opening as a rather worn-out Jotra, riding his newfound friend, comes to the door.
Hey.
Jotra's just gonna just go over. He's gonna say hi. He's gonna and he walks up, and he's going to just slide a letter under what he hopes is still Ishnin and Athenos.
We moved just to fuck with you.
That's fair. He won't know that until you come down.
Hey, Ishna, I have a feeling that Jotra's going to, for some reason, give us a letter, so let's just move rooms. No reason.
That'll be funny.
Oh man.
But let us put pillows under the covers so they think we're in there
Say,
and
look-
asleep.
Oh, genius.
Oh my god.
Okay, so oh wait, that's right. Everybody had come down. So instead of slipping it under the door, so he's just gonna walk in the door and just leave it at asking for coffee. Kind of like blink a little bit, put on his goggles, and just kind of like sit on his new turtle friend and kind of glide over to wherever the coffee is.
I feel like I don't even turn around. I'm holding up a cup of coffee as Joshua glides over. I don't even think about it. Like, I hear him coming, I'm like, oh, yep, got it, yep. Mm.
He's never gonna get off that turtle, is he? That's just permanent.
No.
now.
Yeah.
It's just a part of him now.
Just out of curiosity, like how big is Pavasari?
Pavasari is a medium-sized creature, so he's about the size of like think a dire wolf, but a turtle. That sort of size.
Like a sea turtle.
Yeah, sea turtle who kind of
Big
like.
boy.
I was gonna make him a tortoise, but with the floating, the sea turtle is way cooler. So yeah, it's definitely sea turtle.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, and he's
Reward
right now
people's
he's
cool ideas.
chrome, gleaming, amazing, in perfect condition
Beautiful.
for now.
Beautiful.
That thing just blows my mind. Did you sleep outside on that thing all night, or are you just riding around in a fancy-free state, or what?
Coffee is more important right now.
Sir, that is
Alright.
not coffee.
I think at this point, Athenos comes down.
Oh, but there is a letter under our door.
Oh, did he?
Yes,
Slide-
we put it under the door. Yes. So
Okay, in that case, I pick up the letter.
yes, I would say, oh no, it is that A person again, isn't it? With the
Oh,
wings.
God
Oh,
fucking
no.
damn it. Okay, let me check. I'm gonna...
Not to be confused with Aridin, who also has wings, whose name also starts with A.
I don't spell too good, don't worry.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Oh, God. So yeah, I open up the letter, and what do we see?
Okay, so as you open the letter, it's labeled to Ishtin, but knowing Athenos, you're probably reading it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I see Ishtin's name on it, I'd pass it over to Ishtin.
Okay.
I think it's for you.
I would read it out loud anyway.
And reading it out loud. Do you want me to do it in Jotra's voice, or do you want me to send it to you to read it out loud?
No, of course you should do it in Jotra's voice.
Perfect.
We do in the
So-
movies. They read it out in the voice of the person that wrote
This
it.
is the way it would work. Also,
That's right,
it's
huh?
more work for you.
No, you have to do it in Ishin's voice.
Jotra. No. Okay. So it says, Ishtin, it took me far too long, but I realized something. Though we speak the same words, they do not mean the same thing. You're very different, but I think I can learn your language, and that is done by listening. Too often I've been used to being clever and having that being valued over anything else in my life. Tonight, I was thinking about why I was so angry and why you were, and then I realized it's not a hateful anger. It's based on not being understood. And I know that I'm usually first to speak and last to listen. I assume this is where I assume I know where every sentence is going, but you have so much knowledge that is alien to me, and I know now I've disrespected some of that by putting it into the world and the places that I'm from. We're not in those places. This is something I need to work on. When Tan pointed out that to communicate, you fight alongside someone, and then you can build something that's beyond words, and it sounds wonderful, but I realize I have no actual idea what that means. I'd like to find out. I want you to know when I offer help with anything, that's how I knew how to fight alongside others. After the bugs, that bastard, and what needed to be done, I know that it's not the same now. After all of this, I do regret that I said something I never should have said. I said you were hard. The fact that you're trying to fix anything in it and have not at least punched me in the face for my ignorance, and if I'm honest now, knowing and looking back my arrogance, it's incredible. It takes more than just being. I know these words are but a start. Jotra.
All right. Are you hungry?
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be any more of those meatballs Sid made?
I don't know. I will hold on to this. Let me roll it back up and put it in a bag.
And then I think we head downstairs.
Alrighty. Down you go. I believe you find everybody in various states of consciousness as you go.
Jotra sort of still on his turtle, but like every once in a while I see him dip to the side and then pull himself back up and drink a little more coffee.
Is he gonna be on the turtle and then also have Ashtalora like balancing him on his head?
Yes, we are a totem of gentleness.
Like a sandwich.
I wanted to. I'm so glad that Jen beat me to it because I was like, how funny would that be if Ashton was
And every once in a while he'll
See
he'll
the,
really see it and you'll just hear it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the turtle just suddenly just a little bit.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh,
It's-
gross, I'm dying.
It's kind of a medium-sized room. There's not a whole lot of space, but there's enough space for you all to kind of have your own little individual spot to relax. And there has been a little bit of food and drink kind of left, but nothing extravagant.
When I come, oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I am. Oh.
I
When
was
I
gonna
come
say
back,
we both did it. Right.
On this episode of My Friends Are Cute.
Yes. Okay, Athenos then. I'll just jump in. He just takes whatever's.
Athenos, go! You're going. Go,
Okay,
Athenos.
he when he goes down, he grabs whatever coffee's left, takes a seat, and just starts eating, like feet on the table, probably leaning back, and then with his mouth full, he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something that I don't know if you guys want to follow up or not. It kind of has to do with us. You know how no one remembers our ship existed?" And then back to Ian. "Apparently it's been happening a lot. We're not the first ones, so Orin, whoever your guy is, probably been taking out other ships as well." I forgot to mention that yesterday.
Like I said, I don't know who that guy was. I met him once when he hired me, and that was it.
But
Apparently he knows you though.
Yeah.
Watch. He might have eyes on you somehow.
Well, I would assume.
Yeah.
Is there any way to detect that kind of shit?
Well, there are, but none of us can do it.
Oh, I can detect magic. I don't think that would do it.
It is not the same. There are ways to defend against it too, but none of us can do it.
Okay.
Oh.
If you have a whole lot of money, you can probably find something to help you with it.
That I certainly do not at the moment.
I just wanted to bring out because if they have been targeting other ships, looking for you, I don't know, they might still be looking for you. They might still come for you.
How many other ships have gone missing like ours did? Do you know?
According to Jay, 2 others that he knows of.
That's weird.
Right.
Yeah, didn't they say there was no record of our ship even coming in?
Yeah.
Ever, like, it's scheduled to be coming in.
Which is why we cannot just go to the records and find out what ships disappeared. There would be no record.
This is weird. I don't know what
But
to make of it.
regardless, well, what we should make of it is we should leave.
Keep moving, it'd be harder for whoever that guy is to find us. That's for sure.
Seeing where the
That's
ship
what I've
is
always
going.
done.
Your eye raised for a second there, Sean.
Let's see. Is Ton still around?
Torn is not in the room. He's still, he did say that he was going to be gathering people and pulling them into the inn in the morning just to keep them all in one place and to keep them safe.
Okay.
So, you can easily go and talk to him if need be.
Before I think about that, are there any maps in this place?
Probably not. Not in this particular building, anyway. Just because it's it's your grandma's place, basically. It's like she's an old weaver. She's been weaving for a very long time. Her kids have grown up. Her grandkids have grown up. You know, it's one of those cases. Breed and Anne, thank you for the raid.
Thanks for the raid. Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to Forward.
Hello.
Welcome to the Mind of the Martyr. We're talking about weaving grannies and breakfast currently.
Grannies who weave, not weaving to create grannies, just to be clear.
Also talking about missing ships and no records of them, and our ship disappeared. So that's cool.
Flying
In that
turtles.
case, Soup is definitely on the ground. You see like a piece of parchment in front of him, and he has like what looks like a charcoal stick or something, and he's just like drawing out a map of like where they've been so far.
All right, awesome.
And he's like, "Sounds like y'all want to run away."
Run away? No, I have a place to go.
Oh yeah. Where was that again?
You know the place on the other side of the wall.
Jotun? Was that it?
Yes,
Yilton, yeah.
I have business there.
All right, I'll put that in.
When there's a pause, depending on, Oren, where are you? Are you just sort of on your own? Are you clustered with everybody?
I figure I'm just sitting in a chair, just kind of kick back a little bit, have a cup of coffee.
As everyone's sort of watching what Soup does, I'll walk around to where you are, making eye contact, but not saying anything. Reaching out my hand. Do you reach back?
Just reaching out your hand like
As if
a
to shake?
handshake, or
Yeah, as if. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So I actually clasp your forearm and shake it quite hard.
I will.
A little bit like, yeah.
I will grab on and he kind of,
Yeah. I'm like, you could get the sense that I may be a little bit bent back, just a little bit. But there's a nod. And then I let go and I walk back to Athenos' side.
Orin
I think Athenos just smiles a little bit at that as well.
And Orin will kind of make eye contact with Athenos and just kind of mouth, "Thank you."
He doesn't wink, and then go back to staring at what Soup is doing.
And Soup's made an attempt. It's far better than you would expect, though. That I will say.
Look right here. Say we definitely crashed somewhere right around that part, and it wasn't too far to the shore. We go to the shore there, and went through the woods here, and we had that big old tower right there. And then ran in them guards right here, and then we done traveled up to the city here, and yep, got this wall here, and I think I got the house right. What color is this thing again?
He's holding it black.
Can you even? You just have a. I don't know. I don't think you can do any of the colors of what you're holding, mate.
Man, I don't matter. Anyway.
It is black. It is all. Everything is black. There you go. You're being accurate.
So he just kind of like draws a general direction that you guys like need to go.
Sketching, popping it in. So with it.
There's still a little bit of kind of ambient crowd noise as people are making their way through the city to the inn. You're probably looking relatively early because you did go to sleep quite early, so you've probably woken up at about 8, half 8 in the morning.
We're leaving right away.
That is my intention, whether or not you do.
I mean, I would like to stick with the group. There's something I wanted to do real quick, if that's all right.
Sounds good to me, as long as it's quick.
Okay, I'll be back. I want to go talk to Ton.
Okay. You can go ahead and make your way out, and he is he's currently propped up outside the inn, kind of ushering the last few people inside.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Oh, Ashtalora stays with Jotra. That's important. Ashtalora's not with me. I want to walk up to him with my arms crossed. And I'll wait for everyone to go inside, so it's just me and him.
Takes a couple minutes of you two just staring at each other, arms crossed.
Hope it's not that long. That's so awkward. No way. But before we go, I have a question for you, and I don't know if you can answer it. But you said that whole thing about if I don't know, then I don't need to know. You called me something. How did you recognize me? And have we met in the past? That's all I want to know.
The information will come to you when it needs to come to you.
Then why bring it up at all? Did you expect me to know?
I expected a very different turn of events. I am happy that those events did not come to pass.
Did you know me?
He waits just for a while in silence before he kind of shuffles a little uncomfortably. I know of you.
She sits and kind of takes that in for a minute, and she looks really, I don't know, I guess kind of sad. What's the last thing you heard about me? I don't know if it's obvious or not. I don't know anything.
And it is not my job to tell you whether that is for the best or for the worst. And as such, you will know when you need to know.
It's a really frustrating answer, you know that.
But it will allow you to learn the truth of yourself.
Fair enough. Thank you. Not just for answering the questions, but also for yesterday.
I have one simple request.
Of course.
When you know, and you see her again, tell her there's no regrets. He kind of waves you off.
She will give a very confused look. Polite nod of the head and turn around and leave, I guess. That's fine. Cool. Go. Yep.
My dog's even upset.
Yeah, Kaya, me too. Or Sophie, not sure which one. Yes.
It was Kaya. You were right.
Yeah. Kaya gets me.
That whole conversation just made my brain go, ooh.
Yes.
As he kind of waves you off, he begins to walk inside and stops himself. He turns and says, "One more request." He points to where the amulet was. Tell her I wasn't joking about the fist fight. There's a sly smile as he walks inside.
Fuck. Just walk away. give a wave as she turns. Just sure. This mystery person, I have no idea.
Well, that one you know. That one you saw happen. Everybody else.
Rude.
What is, are we all just waiting for Eridan, or is there something in specific?
I'm going to be tinkering on pickaxe. Okay. First time you've seen him, he's pulled it out of the backpack, and you see he's tinkering, and he's trying to just, you can tell he's adding something to the handle, and he's trying to figure out something about it. Kind of messing with it.
Soup is going to, once he gets done with the map, he like lays it down on one of the on like the table, in front of everybody and like leaves his writing instrument on it and like immediately goes to the next thing, and you see him he's just kind of like scraping things on like little like patterns onto his bolts.
I will approach Chotra and kind of stand behind him and approach quite quiet. Well, I'm in plate mail, so I'm not approaching
Okay,
quietly.
Jotra is
Clonk,
completely
clonk,
consumed.
clonk,
You
clonk.
see, he's attaching something to like up near the head. He's attaching like a piece of metal, and he's in the process of fastening it on there. And you see he like almost drops his tools, and he realizes they're connected to his hand. He shakes his head and kind of blinks and goes back to working.
Those were pretty words, Jotra. But tell me, what is it that you want to learn?
I want to learn what I need to know. Know what I need to learn. Not about if I knew, unless I would tell you, but I'm so far in need of knowing. I don't know what it is exactly. I think it's about places and
Learning about other places is a matter of going to them. There are other things that you may wish to learn. Learn to be fierce without your heart breaking. Learn to listen, as you say in your letter. If you want, I will teach you. All right. And she'll walk away.
Okay. It's probably about now that a slightly frustrated Eridan kind of comes through the door.
I would have cooled off a little bit. I would probably be. My question is this amulet. Is it out? Is Ishton like wearing it like a necklace? Is it on her belt, tucked away?
Yeah, it's in a bag. It's not anywhere obvious.
All right, it's gonna take me a little bit longer to piece that together.
You were there when he gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
You did it
that's
very
helpful.
publicly, yeah.
Okay.
During the conversation Torn had with the party, one of the final acts that he did was give Ishton the amulet and essentially say, we need to spar once you come back.
Okay.
In a not at all flirty way.
It was definitely flirty.
When Eridan comes through the door, she's immediately like as your hand like flows down, like your wrist is gripped tightly by Soup's claw.
Hello.
What you been doing?
I went to go talk to Tone.
Don't seem like you liked it very much.
I just wish I could have. I had some questions for him, but I didn't quite get the answers that I was looking for. Frustrating, but that's okay.
Feel that way about magic sometimes.
You're getting really good at it, though. I think you're going to learn magic a lot faster than I'm going to get answers. So.
He just kind of shrugs and then pops off.
So, anything else we need to do here then?
I don't think so.
Just putting stuff on.
All right.
Is the old lady around at all?
She would have been ferried into the inn.
Oh, okay.
She kind of went ahead and put you up for the night, so.
Right. Okay.
Does
When
she
you
have-
say she'd been ferried into the inn, I have this like sense of her in like a boat.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought she died. I thought
Yeah,
you were
like
like
she's
over the river
crossing the
Styx or
river
something.
Styx. Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, okay.
Poor lady. We took over her house and then she died that night.
Well, she did go off on her own, like, going, oh, I gotta go get this, and then we're into this bug-infested town. So.
Then Orin will just write a quick note. Thank you for letting us stay, and leave it on the counter.
We were staying at the tailor's, right?
Weaver.
Yeah, you're
Weaver.
still at the Weaver's house. Yes.
Okay. Would I know that like so Jotra was gonna like make like some small needles or like something that would be helpful to her, but I could not think of anything like I couldn't remember what a weaver exactly. Not gonna lie. So, I know like weave, but like weave it into cloth. But like, is that where it stops? Just making the cloth, or like I couldn't, or like making the blanket. So I was like, Jotra wants to help, but my brain is. Where does it go?
You make
Oh,
loom
it's-
parts, loom combs.
Yeah, like or if there's like any like adjust or tighten up some of the bits on the loom, just give it a tune up basically.
That's sweet. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
And when Orin starts writing his note, Soup like comes over and is just like,
No. Here.
and he like taps on the map. There's like a big open spot, and you see like he put like a little like draconic symbol on it.
Mm-hmm. What's that? What's that supposed to mean?
Like for you. For the lady. For the wall.
All right. Let's leave this along with it. Finish it up and stick it on the loom, I guess.
All right. You can go ahead and get this all up and sorted. Eridan has had this small conversation with Soup, and it's a medium room, so you've probably picked up bits and pieces of that conversation as well. As you kind of get yourselves packed and ready to go, the kind of ambient noise outside has now died down to the same stillness that you had walking into the town.
So,
The city is now dead silent.
so we are going to most likely run into some of these bug things on our way.
Good.
So is everybody ready?
I think we got it.
They are crunchy and they die easily.
Yeah.
Too easily. Kind of too easily.
I feel ready for a scrap. My hands are, well, let's say they're burning.
Terrible.
We have a keg we can take with us. You
Our
worked really
character,
well
I
last
know what that
time.
means, and it's just such a bad pun. So,
But you weren't there. You didn't
yeah,
see
after this is a no, so I can't.
it.
Jotra
A
laughed.
keg to take with us. I suppose if you go to the inn, they will probably give you one.
It was a joke because I killed.
Oh, I see. I thought you just wanted to drink a lot. That would have made sense too.
We should stop by the inn.
And get a keg.
We have and he points down. We have Pavasari now.
The turtle will carry the keg. It is perfect.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
let us do this. We saved their
Okay.
lives. They should give us a keg.
I'm not
Okay.
going to say no to a keg.
Right face.
Let this be a lesson, folks. Let this be a lesson. Never skip keg day.
Oh, God
Oh no!
Two
Oh
puns already.
no!
damn it. God damn it.
Okay, well, it was fun game. It was
You're
fun.
welcome.
I thought my pun was bad.
Welcome to welcome to the Mind of the Martyr. Probably our last episode. The DM is killed on stream. You can go
Alright.
ahead and wander back to the inn if you would like. Indeed. And as you all kind of stroll in, some of the individuals have head upstairs. Some of them are still here, and Torn is currently waiting by the entrance to the basement.
Oh, hi. We're back.
Thought you were leaving.
Oh, we were just hoping for a keg to take with us.
Just a few road beers. Don't worry about it. Violet won't mind.
No one wants to get drunk.
There's a kind of a towards Oren as he gestures towards the bar. I don't judge.
All right, Jotra, you should pick. Yes, you know the good stuff.
Oh, yeah. And I hop down and he goes over and are any of the kegs tapped or labeled?
Yeah. There's a few that are kind of they're kind of like your stereotypical, they're like on the little on the ledge. There's 3 that are currently set up. One of them you check and immediately you can see where the name has been crossed out. You go ahead and kind of fiddle with the spigot a bit and it's completely empty.
You see, he takes the empty one, he goes over, and then he opens the turtle's mouth and shoves it inside, and then closes the turtle's mouth, and he goes over for the next one. And then he's gonna try to find one just out of force of habit because he worked. He's just gonna look for the one that he thinks might have the highest alcohol content. But he's gonna be like, and if they have spigots, he's gonna do like a little, and then grab one, and then go over and shove the proper one in, another one in. He's
Now I know that the bar has been kind of ransacked, but up on the top shelf, is there a black bottle by chance?
Yeah.
Did you take it?
I already stole it. Yeah,
okay. All right,
remember,
cool.
He's in for
You know your party's got some stuff when like one of them stole before the other one and we're all bummed out because somebody beat someone else to steal. D&D!
To answer those 2 questions, so for the kegs, the first one is a rather silky ale known as Slivershine. The other one is an alcohol known as Wixard's Kick.
While Jotra is looking for the ale, I am standing there with my arms on the bar, just looking away.
Athanos is just trying not to laugh. He's polishing his gun too much. He's just trying not to break. Shameless.
I am trying to look like something very interesting is happening on the other side, and I am very involved in it.
You kind of you look and it's like, oh, you see a really pretty like blue spider in the corner that's beginning to spin this web, and it's really, really interesting. And you go ahead and lean in a little bit just to see.
Unfortunately, I am wearing plate mail, so there really is not much of an effect if I do that.
Which, to be honest, in this case, probably works in your favor. It's fine.
Catch the sunbeam so it gleams a little bit.
Yeah,
that is what I am trying to find the right light.
Oh boy.
And I imagine Athanos is just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's like, oh god. Okay.
My face hurts from smiling.
So Jotra is currently testing out which keg he wants to go for. Is this obvious? Does everybody else?
What's your charisma? Isha, what's your charisma? How obvious is it?
It's only a -1 modifier for my charisma, and my deception is or performance -1, deception -1. But I'm not trying to be obvious.
Okay. I will let you and the rest of the party judge whether they would notice in this situation using their passive perception.
If it makes a difference to the DC, I might have just a little. My skin is very white. It might just be a little red or pink, just a little.
This is the part where I regret, because like Aridin is definitely in that position. Like, fuck, I just left there and now I'm back again. That's awkward. So I feel like she's hovering by the door. She's not like I don't know if
Inside,
she
yeah.
died, 'cause,
And you
like,
having
it's
a-
like saying goodbye to someone and then walking in the same direction. Like,
Athanos definitely notices.
Yeah.
Orn and Soup, it is up to you whether you feel like your characters would notice or not.
No, Orn's kind of digging in shelves, looking around because he didn't realize that Jotra took the siren's tear, so he's looking.
You find like a few bottles of like really cheap vodka and cheap whiskey,
Yeah.
a little bit of rum, nothing fantastic.
Might take
Soup.
one of those cheap whiskeys.
Soup definitely does not notice. However, that doesn't stop him from doing something.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
So- While she's like this, he's just like getting ready. He's not even like thinking about where they're at right now. So he just climbs right up on her shoulder and like kind of like preps a place for himself. Like while she's like positioned in this way, he's like, he gets all ready and he kind of sits down on her shoulder and then finally looks at her and goes,
What you doing?
Oh, nothing. I was
Athanos
watching a
snorts.
spider. Look, it's a spider. We can both look. Let us watch the spider. It's a little awkward. Okay.
I
he
want
puts his face like right next to yours, like to see what you're looking at. And it's like,
Look, it is a blue one. Do you see?
Oh, that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you see now. You see the spider. Okay.
Out of curiosity, Ishton and Athanos, what are your passive perceptions?
13.
I don't think it's that good. I think it's like 13 as well. Yeah, 13.
Okay. You get the feeling of perhaps a peripheral eye on Ishton for just a moment.
That only encourages me.
As as Jotra finishes up, are you taking one, the other, or both?
If I think it'll fit, I'll take both.
Why not? Just shove 3 kegs into your turtle. That's a weird phrase I never thought I'd say. D&D! D&D, folks! Just RPGs in general. It's like, oh, what am I doing? I'm just shoving kegs into my mechanical turtle.
Like you do.
like you do. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it is Tuesday.
All right. All right. You go ahead and yeah, you can. Yeah, they're not like massive kegs, so you could definitely take all 3, including the empty one. I imagine you kind of turn around as Ishton and Soup are just.
What's everybody looking at?
Oh, guys, I think we should start getting going.
I was muted telling Jen that they're muted.
Nice.
Hey, it's a reversal of fortunes. It is just a blue spider. It's not. It's. Oh, we should go. Okay.
yeah.
We'll go now.
Probably don't see too many bugs, do you? Yep.
Well, it was a pretty blue. Oh, okay. We will go. We'll go now.
Want to
Hey,
catch it?
ready to
I think
go?
I have a
Alright.
jar in here somewhere. Gotta go
Oh
see-
no!
Looks in his
Leave
backpack.
it to be free and make pretty webs, because I do so much like spiders.
Huh. Okay.
I was gonna
Get
walk
sunburned,
past
get your
Ishton.
little
I
pink.
feel like Eridan's gonna poke her head in and be like, "What is taking you so long?"
When I want to walk past Ishton and just mutter like, "You're not good at this," and just keep walking.
I really not. I am not good at it at all. No. I'll follow him and I'll be. I need your help. Next time, I need your help.
Oh boy. Okay. I guess I'm gonna
I
be a
feel like-
wingman.
Do I poke my head in just in time to see like the look on Ishton's face as she says this? I don't know if I heard, but did I see?
I think I think you definitely see a little bit of startlement, and that's about it.
Hmm.
Just a touch.
Okay. What's Ton doing?
Just leaning against the wall. As he's like, he has like his arm crossed like that, and his other arm is currently just resting on the hilt of his sword. And he's staring at the entrance to the basement. But as I said, Ishton and Athanos, you definitely felt for a second just a slight eye glance. And he's
Oh,
just
God.
he's just against the wall, just chilling.
like to help. What are you helping with? What are we doing?
What is everyone? Are you guys coming back out? Are we?
We are-
Yep, we're going.
We
We're
were looking
going.
for kegs. We got 3.
Oh, very nice.
And I just like usher everyone out before Ishin embarrasses herself anymore. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. Just go.
Right.
You can go ahead and begin to usher everybody out. Slowly but surely, everyone filters back out into the sunlight. It's a pretty nice day. Wind's picking up just a little bit. It's quite sunny, but enough clouds to kind of give you some breaks from the sunlight. It's a rather pleasant day. As you step out back into the city, you can go ahead and, unless anyone has any other business, you can start your journey.
No.
All right.
Yep.
So, it takes you a few hours to leave Zatane itself and head out and down back to the gateway. And as you approach this gateway, you can see now the amount of intricate detail that has been put into making sure that this entire wall is solid and firm, to the point where you can't actually see the mortar in between the bricks at the gateway. It looks like just solid pieces of this enchanted stone. Far more well kept than the sections of the wall you had seen previously. There are multiple guards people just standing watch. And as you begin to step forwards towards one of them, raises a hand and beckons you forward.
Yeah.
She is clad in kind of the same armor that you had seen Byron and company in, although a little bit heavier than before. She goes ahead and you watch as she presses something, just a finger on the back of her ring. And she actually begins to sign. And as she begins to sign, the voice of a young woman echoes throughout your mind, which simply says, "State your business."
We're heading
Leave?
to, heading to Yorton. Do you need paperwork or anything like that?
Just passing through. We already got a writ to enter the city from one of your lads there. Goes by the name Byron.
Her hands begin to move again, and you hear the echo through your mind as you hear, "Entrance requires a pass stone."
All right.
Aerodin will pull out the rock that they found on the other merchants. Like this one?
She looks, signs again. Indeed, this one.
Is this enough for all of us? Do we need more than one?
She holds a hand out.
Give her the rock.
She takes the stone in her hands, takes a look, twists it over. You watch as she kind of passes a hand across. She clasps, hands it back over. Her hands begin to move again as you hear, "This will be sufficient.
Thank you.
Keep yourself safe." You understand that it is your liability if anything happens to you out there.
Don't worry. I think the things out there have more to fear than we do.
You see her eyes roll.
Come on.
We psychically in our heads also feel her eyes.
Oh my god.
You see her eyes roll, and in your heads there's an audible sigh. As she turns, she steps backwards, and she kind of raises up her helmet, just takes it off and begins to tie her hair behind her head as you just very faintly hear, "Here we go again." She signals to one of the other guards who begins to pull this lever, and this gateway begins to open up. You see before you the full extent and this complete juxtaposition of where you were. Where once there were meadows and nature, grass, flowers. In this area you see a dead, cracked, desolate landscape. Flat, filled with dying trees. Very, very small remnants of what little flowers and grass were growing there, dying out. You see the bones of different sized creatures, different kinds of creatures, as well as a few more humanoid bones that scatter across. There are small collections of dirt that kind of create these almost miniature mountains across this landscape. And there is a singular, drawn-out pathway that carries onwards. And at the very, very, very end of your scope, you see the slightest glimpse of a tower.
Well, shit.
Charming.
Got a landmark.
Yep, I guess that's where we're heading. Keep on the lookout. This is where the blink dogs are, if I'm correct, right? This is another part of yeah. So these are where we could find those blink dogs. Probably a little bit more of those bug things as well, so be prepared for a fight.
Yep.
Or to run.
Field.
As we're walking, I want to be in like in the mid. If we have a marching order, I want to be like in the middle, and I need to be in the middle or like behind Ishtin. So I probably have my hand on Ishtin's back, and I'm gonna close my eyes and try and just keep a sense of the air of tremor sense.
Oh, sick.
Probably my arms and Soup's on my back.
Yeah.
Can you hear when you're doing that?
Yeah. It's just that it's tremor sense is new to me, so I have to focus on seeing in one way. So I have to close my eyes to see with everything else.
And it's still a little tricky. You find yourself slipping out occasionally as you're kind of still getting used to this new kind of sense. You go ahead and close your eyes and you focus. It's almost like this extension of yourself. As you said before, this kind of ping in your mind. And you're walking probably for a few hours as you begin to notice a few creatures kind of scattered around the wasteland. In their nature, you do see a few blink dogs kind of running across, hunting down a couple of other creatures. You see sturge, these like mosquito-like flying bugs, and a few of them clock onto your group. They kind of hover for a moment, come a little closer before backing themselves away.
I think that during, while we're walking, Aridin is waiting for a moment for Athenos to not be right next to Ishtin, because she wants to tell Ishtin something.
Soup is also on my back.
And Soup's okay.
I am just very popular right now.
Ishtin is so popular. Okay.
This journey, you're going to have to camp in between.
Okay.
Because there is,
Can I send Ash Delora up to see if there's like a outcropping or like somewhere we can like tuck away camp so we're not in the open?
Roll a perception check for Ash Delora.
Okay. I'm scared. So many dice. Okay, come on. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
We are excited.
We are doing it. That is a 17.
As Ash Delora kind of flies up a bit, you see a little way ahead of you a closed back wagon that's currently propped up to the side. And you can see two creatures staring down an individual.
Up ahead, open wagon, two creatures staring down somebody, I think. How far is Ash Delora?
How far did you send Ash Delora up?
I don't know if I sent her super high up, but I would have sent her as far as she can go before our connection. I'm also holding probably Jotra's wrist or arm, hand.
Yeah. You're kind of within kind of like 5-10 minutes. You can see that these creatures aren't actively attacking at this point. They want to, but they are very much on their guard, as this individual is kind of braced in a defensive position.
About 5-10 minutes out.
Okay, so let's steer away from them.
Is there a way to? We have a path and then we have a lot of destruction.
Are they right in the middle of the road?
Are they right in the room? Yes.
Like literally right next to it. It looks like they like parked up on the side, basically.
Right, and the fields on either side look like they've just been completely...
They are, like, the entire place is a wasteland. Yeah.
Okay.
Pulled off to the side, but they're on the road.
Oh, god damn it.
One person's outnumbered. There's only two of them.
They are things to kill. What's the problem?
Bullets are really expensive and hard to come by. I just want to make sure it's actually a good fight.
Oh,
I feel like I kind of wasted it on that bug.
Yes, this is the problem with fighting with pistols, isn't it? How terrible for you. I want to fight things.
Okay, let's go. Maybe we end up fighting things. Maybe just end up getting put into another person's problem.
We'll see how fun they look.
Eridan, what do the creatures look like? I'm assuming they're not the dogs.
Are they humanoid?
At this range, they're currently blobs. As you begin to kind of make your way closer, you can see they are definitely beasts of some description.
They're not humanoid, they're beasts. From what I saw.
So, let's go bash some beasties, shall we?
Right.
Sounds good to me.
Kind of pick up the pace a little bit, and kind of...
So you work your way forwards.
It's all right, Jotra. Yes, we are going to do a thing. Yes.
Fight back. Yeah, I'm ready.
Wake up.
I'm here. I'm awake.
As you walk your way forwards, you can see the wagon here. You can see an individual still kind of in a defensive stance, but beginning to kind of tire. They're about 5'3", quite dark brown hair, relatively fair skin, and kind of an average size. They kind of look a little tired as they're still watching.
How far away? I was going to ask, how far away are they right now?
You're kind of like just kind of coming over. So I don't know. Stick an arbitrary number on it. We'll say, what, 70, 80 foot? Okay. Maybe a bit further. Okay. And as you're kind of running in and approaching, you can now see these two creatures. They are large, black and yellow fur streaked across them. These paws with quite long claws, and two heads that almost begin to gnash at each other, as well as what's in front of them. This reddish mohawk almost of hair kind of going across their spinal line and across their heads together.
Well, these look fun.
Do they seem to notice us yet?
I was literally about to do that. Take your turn.
Walking up, trudging
They
rocks,
do not seem to.
Get a rock ready.
Not yet, anyway.
Who's there in rage?
Soup's gonna hop off of Ishtan's shoulder. When he does, Ishtan, it feels almost like he's so close to you the entire time. It feels like a snake's coming off of you. It's just like.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Hops off and kind of like
her scimitar
pops
and
Jotra.
start spinning it.
Okay. And we can go ahead and roll initiative as you guys get a surprise round.
Boy. Initiative.
You want initiative in chat?
Yes, please.
I got 16.
Here's this
22 for Orin.
Ooh, get it, boy!
Yeah.
Monks are fast.
They're fast. Monks are fast.
Fast.
They're gonna kick your ass.
All right, Orin, you are up first. Jotra, you're on deck.
All right. So how far away are they right now?
I'll stick with my gut instinct, so I'll say 70.
70 feet. Okay, so I will. Balls. I'm not sure if this is a action or if it's just a bonus action with key point. Shit, I was gonna stick to the ladder. Just in case. Shit. I guess I will run up the 35 feet. And fuck. And I'm 75. And I'm 70 feet. All right, and then I'm gonna kind of run up the 35, and then I will take the dash action to slowly get up, and I'll stay just about 10 feet short, and then I guess that's gonna be my turn right now.
I love that you slowly dashed.
Yeah, slowly dashed.
I don't want to draw attention just yet.
Is this big much?
Damn it.
Also, you are within 10 foot. They have definitely noticed you.
Fuck.
As you've come into their scent range, they've immediately turned themselves around towards you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's if I do a melee attack. I really got nothing right now. Everything's a bonus action for me. I have to get right up there, and then I can do the cool shit.
Yep.
That is cool. Okay, so Orin, that is your turn. Jotra, Athenos, you're on deck.
Jotra's gonna be like, charge! And he's gonna ride Pavasari, and then with Kalamos flying next to him, and as he's running, he's gonna throw one of his magic stones, and he's like, as he's trying not to panic, he's like, Kalamos, fire! And so that'll be just a magic stone from him, and then both of my constructs, their turn is right after mine, so They can't do anything until unless I tell them with a bonus action. So Avasar is going to fire it up. So 2 rocks.
Okay.
At first one. Probably not gonna. That's a. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Again, more. 15.
So you go ahead and fire that first stone. You're still not used to actually fighting on top of this construction yet. So as you do so, you just manage to clip the top of its head and it kind of sails over. The second one, though, does definitely hit. How does that look coming out of your turtle?
No, it's out of the hummingbird. So the
Oh, I was going to say.
The hummingbird just kind of flutters back, and then it kind of rears back and opens up its mouth and fires the magic stone out of it for 7 points of force damage.
All right. 7 points of force damage. And you watch as it strikes it in one of its heads, and that head kind of looks to the other. And you watch as it begins to shimmer and vanishes.
Oh no.
With a head or the whole creature?
The whole creature.
Fuck.
It just
It's a blink dog. Okay.
Attack.
Two-headed blink dog. Damn.
And there's
okay.
2 of these.
2 of them. Now 1.
Oh, but the other one's still around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Jojo?
That's action. It's action movement.
All right. And as Kalamos begins to reload, so to speak.
Yeah.
Cool. Athenos, Soup, you're on deck.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot once. I'm going to raise my pistol and shoot, just aim for the head and just pull the trigger, just a normal bullet. And then, even though my gun is empty, I want to pull the trigger again, but this time a bolt of magma shoots outwards and misses, or it hits behind the dog as I summon a lava tentacle. A crack just appears right behind where the magma hit, and a huge 10-foot lava tentacle comes out.
I like it. I like it.
For the pistol, does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Okay, and for the tentacle, does a 17. I'm guessing 17 does hit.
17 does indeed hit.
So that is so that's 6 points of fire damage and 8 points of piercing damage for the bullet. The bullet does the bullet does 11 points of damage, and the tentacle does 3.
So as the bullet hits, the 11 points of damage strike through its head, and it vanishes before the tentacle can get a strike. You watch as it just hits the ground and splashes this kind of the slight kind of fiery magma across.
God damn it! I waste.
Don't worry, I don't think it was a waste.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Soup.
Yep. All right. Soup is going to hop off of the turtle, and he's gonna move to the right and around to try and kind of flank the position of where the dogs were. And as he does, he'll say to the group,
Split up.
and then he's going to take a look at the person. Take a little closer.
She is in she's in medium armor. She's carrying a book in one hand and what appears to be a brush in the other. She's breathing incredibly heavily.
Okay.
She's still kind of in this defensive, it's almost as if she just hasn't noticed you. She's still in this defensive stance and just looking at where the creatures were.
Okay. He's going to ready action to fire if the blink dog appears again, if one of them appears. So he'll just have his crossbow at the ready. That's my turn.
All right. Yeah, so you can go ahead and hold your turn there. Eridan.
Would help if I was not muted. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going, as I'm twirling my sword, I'm gonna come up and tap my shoulder, and you see this like sort of like a shadow sort of coalesce around her as I cast mage armor. And then I'm going to lift off with my wings, move my full movement, so 30 feet. And then they're like 70 feet, so I think I'll dash and get to where Orin is. And I'll touch down next to Orin. And that will be my turn. Oh wait, I have a bonus action. As I land next to Orin, Orin, you hear her hum. And her blade does the runic lighting up again. That's my
Awesome. Alrighty. That leaves us with Ishtin.
All right. I will just use my regular movement since there's no point in dashing to a thing that isn't there. And I will call out to the person and say, "Are you okay?" And I will also ready an action to attack if one of them comes near me.
Fine. Fine.
Come closer. And
She's
my glaive is still up.
Yeah, she's kind of still frozen in place.
I mean, I really mean that you should come closer. There's a lot of us. We will keep you more safe than you by yourself, so why don't you come closer?
You can see her kind of like, she kind of attempts to move. And as she kind of does so, you can see her kind of begin to shake. She goes ahead and pulls
How
back
far
into
is
her
she
position.
from me?
If you moved your full movement,
I
which
did
I think
30
is
feet, yeah.
30, she's about 40 foot away.
Then I'm going to dash to get closer, to get within 10 feet of her.
Okay, awesome.
Do I see anything more when I get closer?
She's a little dirty in the sense that she looks like she's been traveling for quite a while. You can see a cloak that kind of billows down across the ground. And the first thing you notice with your passive perception is there is definitely some kind of bulge hidden underneath this cloak.
All right. Watching that bulge.
Yes! Perfect! Perfect.
Oh boy.
Wasn't that what you were doing earlier? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, talk with us.
Just hoping earlier.
Oh man. Yes. So as
I'm
you
the
step
martyr after
forwards,
dark.
yeah. These two creatures now reappear. So anyone who held an action can go ahead and take those actions. One of them appears in front of Ishtin. The other one appears in front of Orin.
Well then, even though I did my action, I will be able to attack it because it came within my range.
Polar Master. Yep.
Dirty 20.
30-20.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and roll damage on that. As this creature reappears, it lunges with both of its heads straight at you.
9 points of damage.
All right. So as it lunges, you've been standing ready. You go ahead, swing your glaive upwards and catch the first head and actually manage to sever straight through it. And as you do so, you rise up, you create this strike, and the second one catches you here with a 22 to hit. So you take 5 points of piercing damage as this thing
like
bites into you.
Just a tiny dent that does like just a little scratch.
I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't like that. Don't care for that. Nope.
The DM
Poison
is
flames,
sleeves.
So I only rolled an 8. However, I can use. No, can I? Whenever I fail a thing, I can use my thing, my warrior's thing. How many people can I see around me who are my allies?
You can see everyone apart from Sue.
Okay, I will use warrior's resolve. And I will add, so that is a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Which will get you just over. As the creature bites in, you can see its bile begin to seep into the wound slightly. You can feel this kind of invasion of your flesh, and you kind of you shrug off the effect, and you quite literally throw your elbow forward and catch it just across the side of the head as you do so. Did anybody else? Yeah. Did anybody else hold an action?
I did. Soup
Yes.
is going to shoot the one that appeared in front of Orin because it seems that Ishton has the other one well underway. And oh, nice. Okay, that's a 27 to hit.
Whoa! Yeah.
You might hit, maybe.
He might be good with crossbows. That is going to be 7 piercing damage.
All right, 7 points of piercing damage. As Ishton kind of, you go ahead and bat this thing away. It comes back, it snarls, and then you just see as this bolt has struck it. It is still standing, but just barely.
Good job, Sue.
And that brings us to my turn, doesn't it?
Well, first of all, you're getting bitten. You're getting bitten.
Oh no, that's not what we like to hear.
Tight.
A 6 does not hit, but I think a dirty 20 will.
Yeah.
Cool. That is 4 points of piercing, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, good thing I'm a halfling, so fuck that one. And 19.
19 saves. You go ahead and you're kind of ready in this stance.
How many was the damage? I'm sorry.
4 points.
Cool.
The first bite kind of goes for your leg, and as you do so, you step back. You go ahead and kind of bat it away with a strike to your knee, and the other head then goes across your stomach and just gets a decent chunk out of you. You can feel this bile begin to seep in through the wound, and same as Ishton, you go ahead and just shake it off. You kind of grab it and just throw it.
Nice.
Goes back to its stance.
Okay.
The mysterious stranger is also going to go ahead and use their held action. You watch as that brush in their hand, they suddenly flick it. It travels across their hand for a second before they catch it. They pull the book forward, begin to scrape just a little bit, and pull this ribbon of color that blasts forwards. And as they do so, this color turns into this rainbow-esque flame as they cast Sacred Flame.
That is so cool.
Good day.
So I'm hearing it. This is Cole. This is an artist.
And with a 10,
This is Cole.
Oh no.
with a 10, it fails. You watch as this rainbowish flame begins to engulf the creature as it whimpers and staggers backwards. Just Orin, you are up. Jotra, you are on deck.
I will charge the one that bit me and just slam down at him with my quarterstaff.
All right, roll the hit.
All right. Oh yeah, 25 to hit.
Definitely.
All right, and that's gonna be a d6 plus 4. 10 bludgeoning damage.
10
And
bludgeoning.
then-
All right.
And then, as my bonus action, I would like to burn a key point because I know I can definitely do this. It might also be an action, but we'll discuss that later. but I could definitely burn a key point to do my Radiant Firebolt. And I will bring my other hand back. So I brought my quarterstaff down, and I'll bring my other hand back, and my tattoo of the Crimson Tree will glow, and the energy will just fill my hand with fire, and I will just BAM! Right in its face, unleash this fireball.
Right in its face.
Yes.
I do have to roll for that one too.
3D movie effect.
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Yes. And it will do 5 fire damage.
All right. You go ahead and do this second strike. The fireball leaves, and you watch as it kind of staggers backwards. Not only is it covered with this rainbow flame, but you've also now struck a true flame onto it as well. It staggers backwards and whimpers.
It's okay. It's not dead yet, then.
It's up, but it's not looking
Okay.
great.
Then
It's dead, it's just
one more
whimpering.
because
It's a whimpering corpse.
it's like flurry of blows.
Yeah, you can
get
use an
2
unarmed
for the bonus
yeah,
action.
an unarmed
so,
or a radiant.
Yeah, one more.
Sun
I
Soul
don't know if
monks,
that's
yo.
gonna work.
They're exciting.
Woo. 13.
13 just hits.
Woo.
Ooh, good to know.
So one more time. Damn it, 5 again.
It's something. You're muted, Ray.
Oops. Another strike into the other head this time, as both are now set ablaze. It is still just standing.
Oh, is it gonna die before I get to hit it again?
Okay, Jotro, you're up. Athenos, you're on deck.
How far am I from the mysterious individual? Move 30.
Leave where you move forward. Yeah, you're about 40 foot away at this point.
So I'm going to. What I'm going to do is throw a magic stone, and then I'm gonna be. But the turtle, me and Pavasar are gonna be launching towards the turtle as Kalamos flies over to help Orin. Ishton's is looking healthy. Flies over to help Ishton. So I'll throw the stone at the one in front of Orin for my attack.
They're both not looking great, to be fair.
That is a natural 20.
I'm not
10,
getting another turn.
plus
It's not happening.
15 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the Kalamos is gonna fire. Is a 9.
Both will hit.
6 points of damage.
All right.
I'll keep charging towards the lady. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just coming to help.
You were doing so good being fierce and that.
Athenos,
Yes.
you stopped using your tremor sense, didn't you?
God damn it, yeah.
Oh no.
As the bodies of both of these wolves hit the ground, their blood begins to seep as Jotro has taken both out with the stones. There's a rumble from underneath as 2 familiar claws pull themselves up. They drag the bodies down with them as they begin to rise up.
Athena just stands like, oh, God fucking damn it.
As 2 of these larger creatures have now pulled themselves upwards. They're kind of half focused on you, half focused on their food. Anything else you'd like to do during this turn, Jotro?
Is there anything else I can do? I'm just gonna keep running forward and Flo being a badass. Nope, that didn't work.
All right, Athenos, you are up. Soup, you're on deck. As these now, Ishton, like right in front of you, essentially, these creatures have begun to burrow themselves out, which does mean that you do actually get a polearm master attack.
Do I? Because I used it as a reaction. Did I use it
Yes,
on the last
it's a
turn?
reaction.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
I've already used it. Yeah.
Never mind. Cool. So yeah, these two Kruthic have pulled themselves upwards. Yeah.
Are any of them closer to Ishton right now, or are they just all like equal?
One of them has appeared right next to Ishton because the creature died near them, and then one of them has appeared right next to Orin.
Right, sorry.
Orin.
So Athena just breathes a sigh. Like, oh, damn, I was hoping to save these for like a different creature, but I guess we're gonna fight these things again. And he's gonna cast Hex again. So again, all the Kruthic sees is the whole world is turned black, and then Athenos' glowing eyes. And then he's just back again in the wasteland. And then Athenos aims his gun at the bug thing and casts Eldritch Blast. So that is...
All right.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay, so about crits, I don't know how this works. So Hex adds another d6 to it. If I crit, does the d6 double?
I
as
say
well?
rule of cool, yes.
Okay.
I say crits are meant to be like your prowess, so I see it as like you roll and you double the final result.
All the rolls.
Okay.
Mm.
So
But you want to feel like a badass when you're at 20.
Double all the dice, right?
Yep.
okay, that's 23 damage.
23 points of damage.
damage.
As this blast fires, Ishton, you immediately see one of its back legs fly straight off. As this energy just tears through it, it kind of squeals and screeches.
Is the leg all that's left?
Oh no, it's still up. It's still up. But yeah, this pretty much like its back leg has just been torn completely.
Oh god, and Athena just sounds like, I guess we're doing this again. And then he does not seem enthused at all. It's like, oh, okay.
I love how we have such total opposite opinions. Like, Athens is like, and Ishton's like,
And yeah, that's the end of
okay.
my turn.
All right, Soup, you're up. Eridan, you are on deck.
All right. Soup, as he's loading his crossbow again, puts this bolt that has thorns wrapped all around it, and he launches it and tries to hit the one next to Orin.
All right.
That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
26.
Damn,
hits.
whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus H. Right, yeah.
All right. So you see this bolt fly into the side of this creature, and of course, nice. I like how this is going. This is a good battle, guys. This is good. That's gonna be 12 piercing damage into the one by Orin.
All right.
It is going to take some poison damage. I don't know how it feels about poison damage. Find out. 8 poison damage.
All right.
As it goes in, you hear this like rumble, and vines sprout out from inside of it and wrap around it. Wrap around like one of the legs, and its speed is reduced by 10. And if it, the first time it moves on each of its turns, it will take more damage.
Yes. Arcane archers. They are fun. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Soup, as this arrow kind of burrows in, and then this collection of brambles and thorns just tears outwards and begins to coalesce around it.
You just hear him go, "Ah!" from the distance.
Oh, Soup, we love you so. Okay, Eridan, with Ishton up next.
I thought everything was going to die before it was my turn. Okay. Okay, so there's, there's the one in front of Orin and the one near Ishton.
Yes.
And the one near Ishton hasn't been hit?
It was hit by
That's the one that
Athanos.
the leg got taken out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one near
Okay.
Ishtin has been hit by Athanos. The one near the one in melee with Orin has been hit by Soup.
Okay. So I'm next to Orin, so I'm gonna swoop up, and as I take off and I get just above it, my wings tuck in and I come down with my blade and just yeah, buddy, that's a natural 18, which is like plus.
It'll hit.
And so then, the dice. Okay, that's 4 plus some. Where did it go? That's 5 points of damage, but then I also am going to cast Booming Blade as I cut through it.
So you go ahead and create this strike. And as you do so, you hear the brambles sticking out of it begin to rustle. And the creature begins to vibrate with this strange, almost whitish glow around it.
Spin my blade and like take a step back.
Mhm.
And that's my turn. I did the
All
big
right.
song.
Awesome. Ishtin.
How close to each other are these two buggies?
Considering the distance you went, probably about like 15?
Feet apart?
Mhm.
All right, in that case, I'm going to attack the one in front of me. I'm going to try to get like buggy like right in its like, is that the thorax? Right in its thorax. Just gonna poke it in the thorax.
Thorax is booty, I think, but that's...
Is it?
Thorax is like the middle section, the rib cage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's where I'm going for.
All right.
I know bug anatomy. What are we talking about? 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. That is a natural 10, so that's 13 slashing damage. And then I'm gonna do my polearm master attack. That's a 16 to hit, which I assume hits. Extra 1 point of damage. My little fish hook just kind of gets it a little just on the face. Just they're gonna have to put a band-aid on that. And then I'm gonna use action surge to hit it again.
Okay.
That's 18 to hit, which I'm assuming hits.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make you say yeah every time, just so you know.
18
every
just
single
hits, to be
time.
fair.
Okay.
18 just hits.
All right, 9 points of damage. And then actually I can do my other thingy again. That's a 17 though, so that misses.
How much damage on the 18?
It's 9.
Okay. You don't need another attack.
Okay.
So,
All right.
as you've gone ahead, you've jabbed it straight in the chest. As you've pulled back, you've caught it with the end of the hook, ripped across its face. And as you've done so, you've used the momentum to swing the glaive around. And in one strike, you essentially bisect it, taking out all of its legs in the process. And kind of just... And it collapses into the ground, just...
Oh yes, it does. It sounds crunchy. It sounds crunchy, doesn't it? Yes. Okay.
There is
I'm very
certainly a
happy.
crunch.
Yes.
Yes. The Kruthic gets to act before our stranger does. It is going to go ahead. It kind of shudders and shutters, and you watch as you hear a crack. Its spine suddenly snaps, and it begins to rise upwards as two spikes made of bone protrude and fire outwards. Ooh, my notes dropped. One of them is going to go at Athanos. The other is going to go at
Damn it.
Eridan.
He was thinking I was safe from a distance.
It has identified the threats, and the threat is Athanos.
I am insulted. I am very insulted. I just killed its friend. Why is it not attacking me?
It's out of range for you. It can't can't, even if it wanted to.
Also, I just stabbed it.
That is unfortunately a natural 20 on Athenos.
God damn it.
And a 17 to hit Eridan.
Doesn't get me.
Okay. So as the spike comes towards you, Eridan, you instinctively pull your blade forward and slice it in half as the two pieces sail past your head and kind of land in the background. Athenos, as you're kind of focusing on Ishtin, this one actually catches you off guard. You take 12 points of piercing damage as this thing drives straight into your neck.
Question. Hold on. There's thing. So, shield. Is that...
Cast on self.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can self-cast.
It's okay, I can take this hit.
I tried to help.
So, Ishtin, you see, as you kind of killed this thing, you've turned around and you watch as Athenos just... this large bone spike drives into his neck.
It is okay. We will kill it soon.
I know. Oh, God damn it, got blood on my shirt.
One of them can fix it. I promise.
The mysterious stranger is going to go ahead and use their bonus action to Healing Word for 6 points on Athenos. You watch as they kind of dip into the book again. They twist the pen and fire out this small little golden ribbon that wraps itself around you, Athenos, and you heal 6 hit points.
I don't know who they are, but I
thank you.
love them.
They go ahead and they go
Tie
ahead
the bow.
and hold their action as they pull their brush and book back.
Love it.
Okay. Brings us to Orin.
All right. How many beasties are left standing?
There is the one in front of you currently.
Oh, perfect. All right. So I am going to jam my quarterstaff up his chin, please. And I would do that for... That was really cocked. Boop, 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 boop. What is it? Plus diet 20 to hit. And then that's gonna be... God, I gotta stop rolling ones on my damage, man.
Oh no.
5 damage again.
Okay. And
Is he
how do you
still
want to finish it
standing?
off?
Ah,
How'd you wanna
sweet.
finish
Okay,
it?
so just jam my quarterstaff up through his chin, like in the Punisher, like you can see it through.
You go ahead and push the staff up, and there's a clean break. It begins to kind of squeal and squirm. It takes a couple of steps backwards, and as it does, the vines that Soup stuck into its body begin to constrict. You watch
Nice.
as the legs are crushed, and this glowing energy suddenly dissipates as there's this slight of a sound wave that rips through it. And it, torn up, now crumbles to the ground. And you still kind of have the head on your quarterstaff as it goes limp, so you're just kind of like, oh.
That was cool. That was very cool. Orin, that was cool.
I can only take partly credit for that. That magic bit, that wasn't me.
Eridan winks.
Soup, was that your bolt?
Oh, you're muted, Sean.
You're muted, sure.
Not me.
Good shot.
He's like holding his crossbow up, like running toward you. He's like,
Very
I love
impressive, Soup. Very, both of you. Good job. Very good job. What's the bulge, woman, under your cloak?
She kind of pauses for a moment, No,
Is
they're
that-
both down now. Ishton
Okay.
finished one, and then the combined Oridon. It's both
ship
of you
it.
together now.
I ship it.
It's a ship name.
Orin, Eridin, and Soup, the combined efforts, then took out the final one. And as these creatures have slumped to the ground, there's nothing else that immediately catches your attention. You watch as the stranger just her hand kind of goes towards the lump on her back.
Not being able to read the body language is going to jump off the turtle. And is she injured? Are they injured?
She's not injured, but she's exhausted.
Okay, he's gonna land. So if she doesn't have injuries, he's gonna like pull he's gonna pull Pavasari behind her, and he's gonna hop off. He's like, sit, it's okay.
Hold on, we do not know if this is an enemy or a friend yet.
Right, and he like scrambles on his back, and he pulls out a pickaxe, and he holds it in front of him, and he's like, oh shit, and he goes over and he grabs his shield way too fucking late to actually do anything. And then he has his shield and his pickaxe, and he's like, okay!
I'm
That
gonna
was good.
walk. Oh,
You feel a tug on your clothes. As suddenly you see a pair of eyes staring up at you, saying, "Your scales are really pretty."
Oh, thank you so much. What is your name?
And the
Is
stranger,
it a child
the stranger
or is it
kind
a
of,
little person?
it's a child.
Okay.
The stranger kind of looks back at the now missing bulge, looks backwards, just. I told you not to do that to people. It's rude. She
Oh,
goes,
no.
"Oh, sorry.
No, it is.
Sorry.
You have a brave one. You have a very brave one.
I just really like saying hello to people.
Well, hello back.
Hi."
Would you like to come up so you can see the ones on my face because they are more pink? Here.
You're muted, right?
Damn it. This is just this is the episode of muting, apparently.
that's all you have to
Their
do. I just want
face-
to point that out. You know.
Their face lights up as they this huge smile beams across their face, and there's just a moment of pause as they turn back, and she kind of tiredly nods and just.
I picked up the child up and keep their there's the scales over here they can see, and they can see my ears, and it is okay with the ears. It will not bother me if you try to touch. It's all right. It's okay. It does not bother me. Let me go.
And she is she's 3 years old, very kind of chubby cheeks, longish kind of brown hair, kind of matches the stranger in that regard. And the stranger kind of immediately just takes a seat, just right there, just.
Turtle swoops in and catches her.
Oh, one moment. Looks at Ishton and the child. He goes, one moment. Just begins painting the small image.
Gertrude's gonna kind of like go behind to hop up onto the turtle and
Kill
kind of like
Ken.
look over her shoulder, like. Beautiful.
Are you hurt?
Thanks. I am just tired. I'm okay.
How long have you been traveling?
We've not long. We tend to make trips to the city to sell my she kind of waves the book a little bit. Sell my stuff.
It is a bad time to make a trip to the city.
Apparently so. I thought I could handle it, and it got a little dicey, and well, this one, she kind of waves the paintbrush forwards, decided to pet the nice doggies.
If they have 2 heads, stay away next time. 2 heads is bad.
Oh, okay.
Yes, okay. What is your name?
And she begins to kind of like trace along the scales, just kind of instinctively. She's just smiling away. My name's Yuna.
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 Yuna. Stay away from the scary dogs next time.
Okay. Mom, the dogs are scary. She goes, yeah, I know. I know. She continues to pant.
Eridan will walk over and tug her water skin and pass it to the woman.
Oh, actually.
She.
And Church is gonna hop down. He's gonna pop open the head of the turtle. He's gonna reach inside, like half inside the turtle's mouth and everything, and then he's gonna pull out a mug with some beer in it. And then this might help too.
I think I'll take the water.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Here you go. I'll take that.
He goes to like throw it, realizes how far away you are, and he just kind of starts to walk over.
Yeah. Or it'll meet you halfway.
At this point, I feel like Soup finally catches up with everyone, and you hear from in the background, "Ah!" And he just flies past everyone and goes, "My boat!" And he hops into the carcass of the bug and is rooting around to get that bolt back. Everyone finally realizes that's what he was yelling about.
You're seeing a little bit of gore go past, and occasionally, Soup, you find a really tender spot. So you're like,
Exactly.
Damn it.
Isn't it poisoned now, or is Soup immune to the poison they make?
Guess we'll find
the truth is,
I don't.
you can go ahead and retrieve your bolt from the bug creature.
We should probably get to safer ground, yes?
Oh, they'll probably leave us alone now. I was just about to set up a fire if you wanted to join me.
Before we join you, and Athnos is coming, he licks his thumb trying to get the blood off his shirt. What is your name? Thanks for the assist, by the way.
Oh gosh! I'm really sorry. My name is Elfie.
Elfie.
My name is Elfie, and this is Una.
I would like to insight check Elfie, to make sure that Elfie is actually a nice, innocent person who does not want to kill us in our sleep. Also, what time of day is it? Oh, that's only 10.
She seems legitimate. She doesn't seem like she has any kind of ulterior motives or anything. She's just an artist.
With a name like Elfie, I assume, but just to be safe, just to be on the safe side. Right. And what time of day is it?
You've been traveling for a few hours, so it's probably late afternoon, turning evening.
Well, what do you all think? We might as well stop, I suppose. Does not seem like the safest place, but I don't know where else we're going to make camp.
There's really no cover anywhere, so any place is good as any other.
Elfie kind of looks towards Athnos. Elfie looks towards Athnos and just, oh, are you still hurt? I can fix that.
I'm good. If you're not camp, I'll just rest up anyway.
You sure?
If you can do the clothes, can you do the clothes? He likes it when the clothes are clean.
Yeah, I've got blood in my shirt.
I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah, thanks.
No worries. I can fix it. I don't think I can clean it too well, but I can try.
Oh, okay. It's better than nothing. And he's just gonna take off his shirt and just stand it to her.
And she immediately just kind of goes, okay. And just begins to cast mending.
Wait. So Athnos just took off his shirt.
Oh yeah.
Come on, that is the most Athnos thing to do. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. It is, but Eridan is just kind of
Ishton just has a knowing grin on her face.
I'm assuming he does it the sexy way, arms crossed, just.
Yeah, but he doesn't realize he's doing it sexy. It's just natural. He's not trying. It's just naturally sexy.
I woke up like this.
That's my playlist. That was actually my playlist for Athos.
At your Yanti.
Love it.
Does anybody know vegetation? I could be able to clean it.
Yes, that's what we were asking about. Anyone?
So it just pops up out of the carcass, and he's all covered in this goo.
Yeah, just viscera covered. Yeah.
Pops up and he's just
Go. Somebody say make camp.
Make a camp.
Yeah.
is just covered in all this slime and stuff, and starts like getting out the camp supplies and getting goop and stuff all over them, but he's still
Oh, good.
Soup, let me help you with that.
I've got some spare blankets in the back if you do need them. She kind of smiles a little bit.
Yeah, Orin will help Soup so he doesn't get gore all over everything.
It almost like Soup approaches this almost like it's a program. Like he's just like, oh, make camp? Okay.
Althea's kind of jumped up for a second, gone to the back of the wagon, and has pulled out a little soup bowl. Just kind of put it down, begun to fill it with a few ingredients that they've been carrying, and you immediately see you see Yuna go, food time. I like food time.
I will put her down and say, now you know how to help your mama?
Yeah!
That's
She just runs straight over and literally grabs the first vegetable she can find and a little like kid's made knife and begins just do. And every time she cuts, she says doop and just do.
I'm going to die.
Welcome to Mind of the Martyr, the broody episode.
Oh, it's a different
How many
kind
of the
brood.
audience? Exactly. Oh man. Yeah. So Yuna is currently sat helping out her mom as Elfie is kind of making some food for you all. And she goes, I don't think I'm the best cook. I'm more of an arty person, but at least allow me to do this as a thank you, okay?
All right,
I want
thank
to say
you.
no to free food.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
There's a big smile that comes across her face, a nice bright smile.
So
She carries on.
What
does she have
is-
like a what kind of cooking setup does she? Is it like a pot on a tripod? It's like she make do with like.
Yeah, so she's made a campfire and she's got like this kind of worn out tripod that she's using with like almost a cauldron-y style. bowl.
Is there anything I see close that I can kind of just like quickly stitch together a better one?
Probably not to be used tonight, but you could definitely spend part of your evening. There's plenty of quite solid rocks that are scattered throughout. You can go ahead and grab one of the bigger ones and begin to kind of carve it out.
What's Ishton doing?
I'm sort of sitting, and without being like, I'm just kind of watching the mother and the child interact with each other, and I have just a bit of a smile on my face. And actually, I may have a necklace with a round white stone. In fact, I do. May wouldn't work. Pulled out, and I'm just checking it really quick. Does it look the right color? DM. All right.
It's
Looks like
just
normal.
fine.
All right. Sort of like distractedly rolling it between my fingers.
Interesting. Eridan's gonna sit down next to you.
Oh, hello. I put it down my armor. Yes.
I'm into when I was talking to Torn, he wanted me to let you know that he was serious about that fist fight.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you for sending that message. Okay.
You're
all
welcome.
right.
You were very popular today. I kept trying to tell you, but there was just, yeah.
Yes, well, Soup likes to ride my back, and Athanos, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. Oh, okay. So he mentioned me. All right. Good to know.
Mhm.
Good to know. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. I thought you would like to know.
I will kick his ass.
I have no doubt you made quick work of the weird dogs and creatures.
And actually, Ishton has like a little pink, like her skin is matching the scales just a little bit, just a
Erin just has a smile on her face, but she's not going to say anything.
I thank you for that. I would not advise you to say anything.
No. I want my character's head on her body. So, yeah, no, she'll smile.
Thank you for giving me the message.
You're welcome.
What were you talking to him about?
He called me something the first night we met, and
Yes, I remember.
yeah, I tried asking him about it, but he's pretty dodgy. So he didn't give me any answers, but he mentioned you, so.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
interesting. Oh, you're still there. Oh, yes. What?
Sorry, just a quick thing. I wanted to apologize for yesterday.
Okay.
I feel like I just got very emotional. I didn't understand what anyone was saying or why why there was an argument, and I feel like I just got really emotional, and yeah, I'm sorry if I came off as judgmental or anything. I just didn't understand, is all.
What was it that you did not understand?
Sometimes when there's a lot of noise and more than one person's talking and volume is loud, it's hard for me to actually understand what's being said.
Oh, yes, I'm not a fan of that either. I can understand that. I would say perhaps that you work on staying calm when these things happen. If you can stay calm in battle, you can stay calm when people are battling with their words, no?
You would think so. I guess not.
You could learn.
I think so. I think part of it is, I think sometimes I just find myself panicking because sometimes it's like waking up for the first time again. You know? I guess, I mean, you don't, but like it's...
No, I really have no idea what that's like. I was a baby.
Yeah, no, but like waking up for the first time with nothing, it's I don't know. Sometimes I have random moments that are like that.
Like being hollow and empty inside?
Sort of, yeah, and everything's a lot. And I feel like most of the time I have it, under control, but I didn't yesterday. So
I know what it is to wake up and feel like you have lost everything.
part of me is like, oh, we have something in common. The other part of me is like, that's a shitty thing to have in common.
Yes, I don't feel thankful for that.
No.
I would say, if you have woken up with nothing, then Ton's advice is good. Remember, he said, inhumane depends on context. And you have lost all experience with context. So be careful what you label and what you judge before you know enough context to do it accurately. And if you do that, then I will see your emptiness and have compassion for it. If you do not, it will be hard for me to see you, just as it is hard for you to see me.
You're right.
I tend to be. I do that a lot. That is the thing that
I can see why you and Athanos are friends.
I do. Yes. There are many reasons. That is one.
Yeah.
Eridan, you feel a slight tug on your wing. You just hear, "What are these? What are these? They're so weird. They're so..." And she kind of like stretches it out a little bit.
I'll give it.
She
I'll stretch it out myself too.
She
I'll
runs a
extend it.
hand across the metal, and she just goes, "Oh, this is pretty." And then she points towards Ishton and just, "Those are pretty," and pointing to your scales, and just, "And they're really nice, and I've never seen either of them before." And she turns and points towards the the turtle that Elfie is still sitting on at the moment. Just, "And that's really cool. And oh, you guys are so cool."
We are.
She smiles and kind of does that little thing as a kid where she's just,
Yuna, little one, you did such a good job with me because you asked before you touched, yes? Could you ask Aridan? Could you
can you feel? Is that a part of you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. This is your chance to learn.
It's okay.
Why don't you ask her just to be polite?
Okay. Can I take a look at your thingies, please?
Yes, you may.
Oh, see there. Good job.
She goes ahead and runs a hand across.
I'll extend it so like all the parts are.
You just hear from the distance, you hear, "Good job being polite, Uni."
Cry.
Unless there is anything else that needs to be said, should we check in with our other party members? What's everybody else doing right now?
Well, I figure since Orin and Soup were kind of setting up during that time, Orin will kind of, when everything is actually set up, kind of sit next to Soup. And I wanted to thank you for that assist there. That crossbow of yours, that's got some kick to it. Those magical vines, where did that come from?
I got I learned it from her.
And he points over at Eridan.
Wow, really? Figure something like that would take some training. And you're a man that seems that you've had some training. You military, right?
Maybe.
He kind of like goes to like a defensive stance for a moment, just kind of eyes you.
What about it?
Just curious, lad.
Yeah. Been doing it a while. Got paid. Don't really like it that much though. But I'm good at it.
I can understand that. So you're saying you just picked up this magic from Eridan over there?
Kinda.
Nothing in your training about it, or what?
Well, I kind of took.
And he like goes into this very technical like conversation about like exactly how he took the symbols and applied them to like what he knew about making the shape of a bolt.
And when you get this particular angle right here, and you attach the symbol there for this here spells, is about keeping things still with brambles and branches and stuff. And I was like, hey, maybe I could put that right there, you know. And if you get it on this turn, you get about 90 degrees here, and you got to turn about 30 degrees there. You get this symbol here.
He just like is just going into detail about it. And you can tell he's very passionate about this, but then he like stops in the middle and it's just like,
I mean, something like that.
puts the bolt away, and then like licks the rest of this gore off of him. He's just like,
I was gonna say, as Soup's hands are kind of flying around, there's a little spatter here and there, Orin.
That's interesting. That's nice. Well, thank you for the assist. He was right on top of me, and I feel like I kinda had him, but still, it was impressive to watch.
You had him all right. What color is that tree you said you like?
Oh, it's the crimson wood.
Like that one there?
he like points on your chest.
He kind of opens it up a little bit. Exactly. This tattoo was actually taken, the ink in it was derived straight from the sap of Saya herself.
Mm-hmm. Well, that staff you got look kind of like this.
He takes this like really ornate looking arrow out that's made of like a similar like material like redwood.
Wow.
He just kind of like holds it up next to it, kind of eyeballs it next to your staff. He's like,
Yep, look about the same.
I would say so. Where did you get this?
Don't know.
he puts it away, and then just turns and walks away from you.
Little clumps of bug goo fall like,
Yeah.
on the ground.
Just residue and viscera just
Inside of Orin's mind is just like, no, wait, answer.
You're playing Eridan's role now.
answer the question.
Soon! Damn it.
And
Again, he's just sitting there. Fucking really?
in between this, people are one by one getting little cups handed to them as Elfie is handing out this soup. And Athenos, you get a tiny little pitter-patter as Uni.
I think Athnos is still like shirtless, trying to get the blood off his shirt because apparently no one helped with that.
I am not your cleaning woman. I am not your laundress.
Elfie mended it. They didn't clean it.
Yeah, he didn't clean it. So he's just sitting there, probably like using some water from his water skin, trying to get as much blood off it as he can. And he sees Eunice like, thanks. Thank you. And he just takes it, places it down. Quick question. Why exactly are you out here? Were you here just with your mum?
Yeah. She goes to the scary place to go and sell her. Oh no, come here. She kind of like grabs your hand and begins to try and tug you towards the wagon.
Okay, yeah, he just goes along. He's just looking at like, what do? I don't know what to do inside of this child.
Ishton, you definitely catch this in the corner of your eye.
I am watching this I love this. She's got such a grin.
She pulls you forward to the back of the wagon and like tries to reach up to pull the tarp away but can't quite reach it. And she just goes,
Okay, I'm just gonna try and put it away.
As you pull it away, there's a very beautiful, ornate mahogany easel that is currently leaned up against the very back of the wagon. You can see various different portraits and patterns scattered across the wagon itself. She goes, Mom's very good at that. She goes to sell it to the people because they're the sad ones and they're not very happy, and she wants to make them happy, and then she comes back home and she makes more, and that's what we do. It's nice. We meet a lot of cool people.
Athnos like leans into one of the pictures, looks and like, well, shit, she is good at this. How much does she sell these for?
Shit. She kind of giggles to herself. It's a fun word.
I'm gonna crouch down to her and like, hey, I'm not gonna say don't say it, but just don't say it around your mom. And if you do, say that Jotra taught you, okay?
Your name's Jotra?
Yes.
Okay, Jotra. She smiles and she goes, I don't know how she sells it for this many.
10. I feel like that's probably a little too cheap for all of these stuff. Do I recognize any of these? Like, have I seen her artwork before?
Make a history check for me.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay. You kind of take a look in the corner and you recognize the little artist's signature. You've seen a couple of these kind of scattered around on your travels. Mostly kind of your lower to middle class folks who kind of have them in their houses, and they'll usually have them at a point of place that sees the most traffic in the house. They're kind of, you see a lot of like really bright landscapes and portraits. You kind of gather that this is more of a thing of joy rather than...
Yeah.
And Uni kind of jumps up and downwards. Just in place.
How about you? Do you have the artistic touch like your mom?
Yeah! She goes ahead and like grabs a little scrap of paper, pulls it out. And there's this cute little like stick figure drawing of her mum and herself in these like rainbowy colors. She goes,
I'm trying to... How good is Athnos' deception?
It's gonna make me roll a perception check for a child. An insight check. I'm not gonna
You're like, keep practicing, and you'll probably be better than your mum one day.
This huge smile beams across her face as she bolts, and you can hear her shout, Mom, I'm gonna be better than you one day.
Oh my god, that kind of sounded... It sounds cute, I guess, but also sounds kind of... Oh well, I'm just gonna go back.
You hear Elfie go, oh, that's wonderful. She's like, yeah, shit.
I'm just sitting in the back of the camp just laughing so hard. I hate trying to catch Athos. Just be like...
You just when you catch it, it's just like, it just slips.
Aridin is also laughing. Like trying to not be outwardly laugh.
Elfie kind of Elfie kind of leans in and whispers into Yuna's ear, and she just goes, oh, sorry, I didn't know. Jotra told me.
Jotra, how dare you? Says Ishin, looking at Jotra.
Huh?
You should not do that.
I thought it'd be nice. I just, like... Wait. What? Okay, I won't. It's, sorry. It's my fault. Yep. I'm so bad at this.
Elfie kind of chuckles and smiles and just says, it's okay. No worries. She continues the painting as everyone is beginning to eat. Unless anyone would like to do anything particular, we can go ahead and long rest there.
The only thing I was, so at one point, Jotra's gonna call over Yuna and be like, you like songs?
Yeah.
Oh no.
little music disc out. He slaps it into place, and he plays her and teaches her send in the slow one. And then he's like, then he pops it up, and then that's
away,
a gift. You can keep that with you forever.
Oh, I only remember the middle bit.
Oh, wait a minute. And he reaches in and he pulls out another small disc and he pops out and then he's like, okay, we'll sing it together. And then he records them singing it together and then hands it to her. That way she can listen to it and remember. There you go.
She goes ahead and takes it in her hand. And she does that thing that all kids do when it comes to music. So they play the first part, and then they press rewind. Then it plays, and then they press rewind. Then it plays, then press rewind. And you're just hearing like the first 2.5 lines, like not even like yeah. You're just hearing that over and over again, and she kind of happily walks away. And you see a quick.
I've done a great disservice to that woman.
She kind of
It's
yawns.
Okay, she's probably used to it.
The camps are set up. Your tents are ready.
There might be small traces of bug guts on your tents.
Small traces of bug guts. The soup is, still covered in viscera.
I
Beautiful.
find the least bug gutty tent for myself and Athenos.
You wanna like clean? You got lots of things on you. Want those? Doesn't that get itchy?
Are you talking to Soup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was talking to Soup. Sorry.
I thought Steve was just staring.
Yeah, I mean, didn't he kind of like cat bath himself?
he keeps like just looking at you for a while, and he goes,
Yeah, I guess so.
and he like does the motions and like casts prestidigitation on himself.
I think when Athanos like pokes his head out of the tent, like, wait a second, you had prestidigitation this whole fucking time? Clean my goddamn shirt.
It's a badge of honor have blood of your enemy on your shirt.
You hear a
Sure.
little voice go, fucking!
Oh no. This child should not be around us we need to leave like immediately after.
Oh no.
I think it's going to be a while before I, let you come to Triton with me because we do not want all of the children there to learn as well.
I'll fix my language. PG, I get. Okay, cool. You had freaking prestidigitation this whole time.
Yes, if you change one letter, we've learned it does not count.
Exactly.
This is the fun uncle.
Oh no, he is.
Just
Yes.
digging the deeper hole.
Soup just kind of looks at you after he like says that blood is a badge of honor. He just kind of stares at you, saying, he goes,
Still want it off?
yes. And he does the incantation again and like casts prestidigitation on the shirt to get rid of the blood.
Thank you. Now
That's
I feel less
amazing.
icky. And he just climbs back into the tent.
Very briefly, just take a closer look at that amulet. Because you had said it was made up of a bunch of different things and kind of like dog tags, and I want to see if there are names.
And as you're kind of sitting, you go ahead and pull the amulet out, and as I say, it's kind of these etched pieces of metal that are all kind of banded together across this silver ribbon. And there are names on each individual one. And each one has a name. It has a set of tally marks underneath. And then on every single one, apart from one, the names are crossed out.
What's the one that isn't?
The one that isn't is Torns himself. And as you go ahead and take a look, you can see this a slight smudge next to his name.
Smudge of what?
Looks like it's kind of been deliberately covered up by like paint or something. It's kind of been.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get that off of there.
And as you begin to kind of scratch it away, the full name reads Torn Circule.
Before I go to bed, I think I'm going to stay by the fire for a little bit, and I'll try to see what George up to, but if I don't see him,
He plops down next to you.
I pull out the book, and like as you're coming to sit next to me, that page that we looked at that had my name in it, I'm sort of staring at it before flipping to the next page to try and plunk away at it.
You both working on this together?
Absolutely.
Arcana checks either individually or one of you with advantage.
You want advantage?
Sure. I'm afraid.
Be not afraid from the truth.
I rolled a 16 and a 19. Oh, so exciting. So 19. 23.
You
Hurt me more. Oh God.
you begin to make your way through this book more, and you see these small jobs that have been completed. You see the the familiar names of Ralia Varen, Ophelia Greyshield, Ela Andrissa pop up. And there is, as you turn the page, there's quite a long bulk that has been written out. You kind of look at each other and begin to slowly chip away at what is a full battle report. Unknown race, unknown age. Second attack. And it goes through a small description of how a few individuals had been sent to follow up where the Magicanum had failed. There is a few sections that you can't quite make out yet still, as this cipher is not perfect. Towards the bottom, you see a slightly different handwriting, as it states, "The newbie hesitated again." And there's a few bits that are still kind of jumbled. And underneath it says, "We need to beat this out of her, if we must. We're not going to lose another." And then underneath, injuries, 5. Wounded, killed. Under killed, it says Alexis Draheim. And under injured, it says Esther Azanti.
Wait, is that under wounded or killed?
Wounded. Esther Azanti.
You might.
I grab Jotra's hand.
Everybody, and he doesn't want to speak up too loudly as they're going through this, and then he's gonna lean in really close, and he's like, "It's the first lead outside of the book. This is good, and if, it's okay. Although I want you to try something." And he pulls out a blank piece of paper from his pack, and he's like, he puts it down next to the book, It's like, try to copy the symbols. See it's your handwriting on it.
I do that. I'm still holding George's hand while I write.
There are 2 smaller reports on the previous page that match the same handwriting.
I think next time we should look for... Can. That's enough for tonight. You need it? He kind of like offers.
She'll hug you.
And then as he hugs, he kind of gestures over the Ash to Laura. Come in and hop in on the group hug. And then as he does, he doesn't realize it, but you feel this metal like cold reassurance like kind of move over as well as the turtle has joined. This is the tiny little group hug.
Sometimes a family is a deep gnome and a tiefling, a tressum, and a mechanical turtle.
Vote it,
Family,
print it,
y'all.
put it on a shirt.
Found family, man. You can't judge. You can't judge who's in your found family.
And Ray, what was the Alexis? What was the last name?
Alexis Draheim.
Drayhhi.
H-E-I-M.
Is there any like you recognize last names or anything that would be common?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Good.
I'm not going to roll.
13.
Okay. The only one you would recognize is Draheim. Draheim is one of the biggest and most affluential clans of Parthan. They are a well-known dwarvish clan. It's the country, Parthan.
Country.
Where you come from.
Okay.
Definitely sent it to Ishton by mistake. That's fine. That's the only surname you would recognize. Everything else eludes you. Other than one Esther Azanti.
Interesting.
And as you discover this, a colder wind begins to blow across the camp itself as night now fully takes effect. The campfire kind of begins to struggle just a little bit as this silence kind of comes over the land. As you're kind of sitting by the fire, beginning to get sleepy. Ishton. A feeling crawls across your skin that forces you to bolt awake. Just this sense of foreboding that begins to come over you. As you take a moment to look around. A familiar sense of dread comes over you that you've felt only once before. A painful memory. You look to Athenos. You look out through your tent to what little you can see of everyone else. You take a deep breath. And begin to bring yourself back to sleep once more. And as you rest your head, we'll go ahead and wrap up the session there. What a long rest.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, thank you, folks, for sticking around.
Yes.
A lot of drama, a lot of intrigue, a lot of fun.
I've loved
Hope
this
you-
session with so many questions.
Good. Awesome. Yeah. A lot of fun, as always. We're going to go around the horn real quick and just check in with folks. Jen, where can people find you? What's been going on? And, yeah.
I don't know how to answer yeah. Hell yeah. That was cool. Look, very good.
That's the lightning.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at QuixoteJen, QuixoteJen, 1 N, not 2. And I'm Jen Quixote on Discord and on our Discord. Come and talk to us. We're going to have our charity stream at the end of the month, so we're going to be putting signups for that soon. And we also have community games that we have signups for, and lots of fun conversations and stuff like that, so you can find us there. You can see me on Tuesdays, usually from 6 to 9 in The Gods We Know, but this coming Tuesday, I believe that what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be interviewing the creator of Glitter Hearts, which is a cool game about like magical girls, which is so cool. And yeah, I'm going to be able to do that. So that's about 6 to 7-ish. Ish.
10.
Not ish 10. Yeah, just ish. So you can see me there on Tuesday.
All right. Ty, where can people find you? What's up?
So I'm Ty. You can find me Hitchhiker up there at Hitchhiker. Actually, it's only Hitchhiker Mind on Twitter, but at Hitchhiker the Mind on Discord. I also hang out and do lots of things there when I can find the time to catch up with them. Other than that, DM Emporium, I will be. If you do anything there, I will be the one who does all the things because that's me. But hopefully it'll be it'll grow from there. Other than that, I run my own my own D&D game. My own D&D game on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HitchhikerTheMind every Tuesday. Watch The Gods We Know and then watch the replay of mine because The Gods We Know is and then let's see, other than that, Wednesdays I am playing Brant Heightstagger, a Fire Ganassi fighter Echo Knight who's super fun on Featherfall, and then so many games. And I can't wait to try Glitter Hearts soon. It seems like an amazing game. If you haven't heard about it, check it out. It's super cool.
Awesome. All right. Adam, where can people find you? What are you up to?
Hello. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Adam Hardy VO. Hardy is HARDIE. Because I'm like Jen. No. She's my hero. They're my hero. Excuse me.
It's still good.
What am I working on? I am working on some stuff that is gonna be coming up for the Mind and the Martyr soon-ish, if I can get over getting halfway and then throwing it all away and starting over again.
That's
some of that is secret to some of the people on screen, so I'm not gonna get any further than that.
Oh.
If you'd like your character to do okay in my home game.
Oh, God.
You leave fuck out of this, okay?
Oh, lordy. Okay.
What's his name?
Fuck.
And you can stop playing Ishtar now. Stop it.
And this is just how I am.
This is me now. Oh no.
Yes, this is me now.
Sean, where can people find you? What are you
Howdy, folks. I am No Tweet Sean on Twitter, Obnox Sean everywhere else. You can find me on Thread Raiders Discord. I'm one of the admins there. We run charity games and have community events all the time. So if you want to come check us out, I'll put the link in the chat. Check us out on June 26th through 28th. We'll be running Oasis of Hope, which is essentially going to be a large, fun gaming experience for people to get away from all of this COVID nonsense and have fun with friends. So check us out then. We'll be streaming and putting out announcements for that on Twitter, and I'll probably be telling you more about it as the weeks go on.
karaoke night, and I'm very excited.
I want to come.
Oh, yeah.
Karaoke.
I don't understand.
Please invite me.
I have been doing music for the past forever, so
Yes.
being able to stretch those muscles again is incredibly exciting.
I was going to say, Ray, I feel like we do know you well enough to understand. I feel like we don't
Yeah.
really
Oh
understand.
yeah, that's true. Damn, Drac.
My mystery.
Heart on the sleeve, always. What's up, Drac? Where can we find you? What you been up to?
So hi, I'm Drac. You can find me on Draconics, that is DRAKONIQUES on Twitter and Twitch. To be honest, just don't bother finding me on Twitch because I don't use that channel enough. But Twitter, you can find me on Twitter. Right now I'm working on, so I'm in a actual play podcast where I get to play a magical idol boy, which is fun. And the first few episodes of that is coming out on June the 19th, I think. So yeah, look out for that. Other than that, I'm just here on the Mind and the Martyr every Thursday as well. Every Thursday. Yeah, I think I might end up jumping around in other communities as well. So I do want to try it and playing a game everywhere as well. So you might find me around in the TTRPG worldscape, I guess. Yeah.
Escape. I like that.
Drag is everywhere.
I am inevitable.
Oh my god.
All
You
right,
cannot
thank you,
escape
Drac.
Drag.
Yeah. Awesome. And Cole.
Hi, howdy, bye. I'm Cole. You can find me on Twitter at Cole Moriel, just like it says up there. I'm here also on Tuesdays, but not next week because we're going to be doing lots of fun Pride stuff and we're interviewing for Glitter Hearts. I'm not doing much, but there might be some doodles from the Gods We Know or from the Mind of the Martyr, and I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited for what we have planned for Pride. Release the gays, be gay, do crime, and that's me. I'm Feral Goblin Mom on Twitter, though. Not Twitter, Discord. So,
All right, awesome.
just remember your Feral Goblin mother loves you.
Awesome. We have a wonderful cast here. You should definitely get in contact with all of them all the time because they're just fantastic. I'm Ray. You can find me at Bearded Baymax on Twitter. You'll find me hanging around the Discord as well. I do like to pop in when I have the chance to. Yeah, you can find me Tuesday, Tobias, with the Gods We Know. You can also find me DMing here every Thursday at Mind of the Martyr in my own little homebrew world. We are very, 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 very excited about what's going on for Pride. This is going to be our first big kind of fundraising drive. If you want to be a part of it, please go ahead and dip into the Discord. Send one of us lovely people a message. Get you sorted as soon as possible. We have a little giveaway that might be happening. We were contacted by the lovely folks at Heartbeat Dice. They have offered to send us a few sets to be able to hand out during our Pride fundraiser. So that is also a very, very exciting thing.
That's so thank you guys
if
so
there's-
much if you're listening.
Yes, and I just their site. If there is a flag for anywhere that you are on the LGBTQIA sort of family, I think they have dice for it.
Yep.
So cool.
They
That's
just
amazing.
recently
Totally they do.
they just recently released their demisexual dice, and they have also set up a Kickstarter in order to create even more dice for all you love. So yes,
Metal
please,
dice.
please,
That's
please
for
go
you metal dice
ahead
lovers out
and
there.
oh yeah, just please, please, please go ahead, give them some love, give them some support, and if you are able to, then please go ahead and back their Kickstarter as well. Be fantastic. All right. Another thank you to our sponsors, DM Emporium and So Nerdware. make sure to check both of those out and go ahead and use our codes, which are currently in the chat, to get yourself a little bit of save money.
And I don't think I
also-
said when you mentioned Stone River before, they have a lot of really cool shirts for Pride too. Like a lot of really cool, like sort of Pride themes shirts. Yeah.
I ordered mine. I'm ready to go for Pride.